Okay, y'all, so I got some ground chicken that I found on sale. So I decided to make chili tonight with the ground turkey. Here's everything that I'm going to be using to make the turkey. The chicken chili. 12-ounce can of diced tomatoes, 6-ounce tomato paste, 2 1-pound ground tomato sauce, brown sugar, onion mix, little barbecue. I always like to use dried beans because it's cheaper. I already have them soaked and ready. As I'm browning my ground chicken, I always like to use onion soup packs in my meat as it's browning because it adds flavor. I added 2 Lipton or any brand onion seasoning pack mixes. And some Tonys. Now I'm gonna let this finish browning up a little bit. I'm gonna add my beans so that they can start cooking. I have 2 cups worth of kidney beans I'll be adding. So this is 2 cups of red beans. I'm gonna let them start to cook a little bit before I add anything else in, because as I said before, I like to soak and freeze my beans beforehand to use at later times. So they're parboiled already, so they'll be soft in no time. Then I'll come back as I add the rest of the ingredients. This is what it's looking like so far. Now if you're using canned beans, they're already cooked, so you don't have to do this extra step when using canned beans. But because these are parboiled, meaning they're boiled till almost tender after being soaked, and then I freeze them and add them into dishes as needed. It's going to take a little time for them to pep up. I'm going to add 1 chili seasoning packet at this point. Because as my beans are softening up, I want them to go ahead and start absorbing some of the flavor. I will add the second pack after the beans are completely soft and I get ready to add the rest of the ingredients. Okay, so it's been boiling for 45 minutes now. Beans are getting tender. Now I'm about to add the rest of the items to make the chili. I have it on high now, but I normally keep it on 6. I don't know how everybody's stove works. Just wanted to bring it to a rapid boil. So we're going to add both cans of the ground peeled tomatoes. We're going to add the diced tomatoes and a half a can of the tomato paste. And I only have this much of the light brown sugar, so I'm going to add it all. The last pack of chili powder, a little bit of barbecue sauce, 2 squirts of ketchup, and that should be all. I'm going to come back as I'm adding all of this. I'm going to talk. One can. While the meat was boiling, I did come back and I added a cup and a half of water to the beans. So that's what made my water level rise. The second can of tomato. I always overmake chili. I don't know how it happens, but that means the chili lasts for days. And this is going to be enough chili for at least a week for dinner and lunches. I still have to add the chunk tomato because that's what gives it the best texture when you add diced tomatoes. And I keep most of my juice in each can because that also adds to the flavor. I pull off some juice depending on what the can is. I see my pot is almost full. I only have my paste, which is going to make it thicker, and my ketchup, my barbecue sauce, my brown sugar, and my extra packet of chili mix. My kitchen is weirdly small, so y'all deal with me. I'm opening my ketchup. Two big squirts ketchup. Extra chili seasoning pack. Almost full because after this, you're gonna let it simmer. Cut it on low. Let it simmer. And then that's gonna reduce a lot of the liquid. Tomato paste. Half of the container of tomato paste. Because that is what is gonna thicken it. Half of the container. It's gonna give it the thickness. Now you take the rest of this, put it in a Ziploc bag and freeze it. Then you can use it for another meal later. I'm gonna mix all of that in. You see my pot is just about full. I would have used a bigger pot, but I wanted to use a small pot so that everything could be seen. But you would be better using a taller pan or pot. So this is it. Since I was adding all the rest of the ingredients, I turned my heat up to bring it to a boil and then added the rest of my ingredients. The only thing I have left to add is my barbecue sauce, but I will be tasting it to see if I need it or not. This is what it looks like. At this point, you see all the beans. They're nice and tender. You see the chunks of tomato. It's only going to take a little while for them to warm up because they were canned and already cooked. So everything else is just going to bubble a little while and marinate together. And then all you need to do is give a little taste and make sure that it's up to your taste preference. You might want to add a little more salt, a little pepper, maybe a slice of butter, a little bit more ketchup, whatever you choose to add for your chili. Some hot sauce. We like hot sauce. And then I'll be back when we're getting ready to serve it.
Sorry. Such a jerk. We've had a great run as BFFs, but we're just keeping the memories and moving on. You are.
So y'all, chili is done. This is my bowl. Couple of crackers, a little bit of cheese. Very hot, but very good. Have a bite.
I'm really gonna miss those guys, except for the profiles of the movie hockey contest.
Try it and let me know how you feel about it. Fresh peppers, fresh onions, packaged seasonings, canned beans. Just let me know how you feel about this recipe, and I'll do more. Bye, y'all.